Good morning. Let's begin. Deep breath. Breathing in and stilling the mind. Exhale and release. Inhale. Deeply fill the bottom of the lungs. And when you think you're full, sip in a tiny bit more air. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. Even out the breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, pause for 4. We begin. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. Evening out our breathing. You're finding your cadence and breathing deeply. Returning home to source within. Knowing our spiritual nature, our spiritual essence. Completely aware and complete thoughtlessness. Thoughtless awareness. Peace. Tranquility. We now prepare to receive A Course in Miracles lesson 111, which is a review, a vital review of ideas we have been practicing. We slowly open our eyes and bring our awareness to the third dimension where the book is in the third dimensional form. The ideas, of course, exist beyond the third dimension as well. Or you can follow along at ACIM.org. We open our eyes slowly to engage A Course in Miracles lesson 111. And on YouTube, I have a new look today. YouTube. Let's roll. This time I will remember to screen share. This is our third review. Introduction. Our next review begins today. We will review 2 recent lessons every day for 10 successive days of practicing. We will observe a special format for these practice periods that you are urged to follow just as closely as you can. So the course is letting us know what's going to happen for the next 10 days, that each of the 10 days we will review two lessons per day, which means we will review 20 of the lessons that we've already had, 20 ideas that we desire to root into, to live, to breathe, to move, to have them absolutely become our modus operandi. And we're also going to observe a special format for these practice periods that we're urged to follow as closely as we can. We understand, of course, that it may be impossible for you to undertake what is suggested here as optimal each day and each hour of the day. Learning will not be hampered when you miss a practice period because it is impossible at the appointed time. Nor is it necessary that you make excessive efforts to be sure that you catch up in terms of numbers. Rituals are not our aim and would defeat our goal. So the course is helping us to understand how we are to undertake these lessons. Well, our practice period. Our practice periods are not to be undertaken with pressure. As we've heard before, no stress. They are not to be undertaken as a religion or ritual. This is not a cult. Our practice periods are not to be undertaken with any kind of undue stress or excessive efforts. By now, we sort of have, you will notice, because for the last several days, we've been practicing every hour, on the hour, 5 minutes, you begin to notice there's a cadence to your day. You begin to notice that you automatically drop into stillness each hour. This is what we desire. But learning will be hampered when you skip a practice period because you are unwilling to devote the time to it that you are asked to give. And so what the course first says is, don't be concerned if a practice period is not undertaken because it is impossible to undertake it. You may be on stage giving a presentation to the people that you are teamed with. You may be on an international Zoom and you're the speaker that's been hired for the Zoom. In the middle of it, you might not say, oh, wait a minute, I have my 5-minute practice period. I have to do it right now. Otherwise, the world's going to fall apart because I'm the salvation of the world. And if I don't do it, no. There are no retributions. Nothing's coming to get you if you have a situation where it's impossible for you to practice in a very artful, very aligned, ascended manner. On the other hand, do not use that as an out for unwillingness. Do not deceive yourself in this. Unwillingness can be most carefully concealed behind a cloak of situations you cannot control. So what's going to happen here? The course is telling us in advance what's going to happen with the ego. The ego is going to try. It always tells us in advance what's going to happen, so that when you see it happen, you say, I know what this is. You almost got me. You might have got me had I not gotten the warning. I got the forewarning. That how is this going to be a deceptive move and tactic by the ego? It's going to try to cloak unwillingness behind situations that I cannot control. That's so dastardly right there. Oh, that's dastardly. Like you could not write a villain more villainous than the ego. Ooh, how many of us is it getting with, oh, well, this happened, it's out of my control. And what actually happened here? My unwillingness was carefully concealed behind a cloak, a curtain of situations that would appear I cannot control. Learn to distinguish situations that are poorly suited to your practicing from those that you establish to uphold a camouflage for your unwillingness. Ouch! What is the course saying? I have to pause for a minute because I just gotta. Okay. Breathe. We're good. We're good. It says, learn to distinguish. This would mean discernment. This would mean asking Holy Spirit, higher self, the holy guardian angel, your true self, capital S self, Christ within. It would mean asking source, God, infinite intelligence, the universe, love, life, whatever your jam is, Allah, Buddha, Olodumare. It would mean asking, what is this? Is this a situation that is just poorly suited to my practicing? Like maybe right now I'm on stage at an incredible spiritual conference that you've been hired to speak at, and it is poorly suited to your practicing. Or is this me trying to establish or uphold a camouflage for my unwillingness? Am I trying to establish and uphold a camouflage because I don't really want to do it deep inside? Ooh. You've got to be on your nice toes today. You've got to really determine what's really going on here. Is it really just a situation where it's, as the course says, it's poorly suited to my practice? If you're in the middle of the classroom and you're teaching a group of children, and maybe you can take the children into the meditation. Maybe some parents would not appreciate you taking the children into the meditation. You can't take everybody into meditation with you without their, consent. It might be poorly suited to your practice for you to stop in the middle of, teaching the kids or flipping a ball on volleyball. You're right in the middle of volleyball and you're flipping the ball, or you're giving a speech, there are a lot of situations you may find yourself in that are simply poorly suited to your practicing. Like it's not the most beneficial for your practice that hour. Learn to distinguish that from situations that I make up in my mind, that because I don't really want to do it, my unwillingness, also known as resistance, under the surface, my unconscious unwillingness deep down inside that I haven't seen yet, I haven't recognized yet, I haven't become aware of yet, is setting it up so that it is a camouflage. That what's really going on is deep down inside, I don't really want to do it, because deep down inside, I don't really want to change, because deep down inside, I kind of still am getting some kind of payoff for where I am right now. Usually the payoff for staying where you are right now is that you don't get to take greater responsibility, because you know that when you step up to being a more ascended being, and when you step up and you continue to do these exercises, that you will absolutely be more responsible and you'll be more powerful too. Not in actuality, because you can't be any more powerful than you already are. You already have access to infinite power. That you will be more aware of the infinite power you wield, because power and responsibility go together. So please be clear, family. Let's be very clear. Let's not call it a situation that I can't control when it really was my unwillingness camouflaged. Bam! Maybe you felt that one like I did. I'm like, oh, damn, I did that a lot. See, the course will call us out on all our bullshit, because you don't get to be slippery. You don't get to slide. You don't get to not fulfill your commitment. You don't get to be undisciplined and be great. You don't get to just do it however you want to do it. Now, you can do all those things. Don't expect the benefit. Those practice periods that you have lost because you did not want to do them for whatever reason should be done as soon as you have changed your mind about your goal. So if you've decided, oh, you know what? I recognized that was my unwillingness. There was really no situation out of my control. I recognize that was my unwillingness. Okay, let me change my mind. Let me be willing. Let me be loving. Let me be still and listen to the truth. Let truth correct all errors in my mind. Let me remember I am as God created me. Let me remember my holiness is my salvation. Let me remember there is nothing my holiness cannot do. As soon as you change your mind, catch up. Do it then. You see, because if you are trying to catch up because family, mastery is about distinctions. You must know thyself. This is the first lesson in the mystery school. If you are in Ascension and you're the mystery school, you have access to lesson 1, and none of us have mastered lesson 1 yet. None of us. What is lesson 1? Know thyself. Know when I'm bullshitting myself, and know when I'm really, this is poorly suited to my practice. You know, if you're on a roller coaster with your kids right at the moment of practice, and you're on this long line, and then the line breaks you up, and here you are, you're on the roller coaster. That would be a situation poorly suited to your practice. If you're, running around Harry Potter land all day with your kids and your family, and you want to practice, because remember, the course is not telling you to come out of your life and practice. You don't need to go to a monastery or a monk and stay in there cloistered or sequestered from the world so you can practice. That's not the object of the course. What the course is telling you is that while you're in your life, you're practicing. And it's also acknowledging that while you're in your life practicing, I don't know, you could be a brain surgeon and you could be right in the middle of an operation for 7 hours. You're not going to stop every hour on the 7 hour while a patient is bleeding out on the bed or whatever they operate, the operating table. You're not going to stop every hour. Okay, pause, everyone in the operating room, pause for 5 minutes. I am as God created me. Oops, patient is dead. That's not suited to you taking away. And all kinds of people practice the course. You could be a judge in a courtroom. You could be, and you must pay close attention to the evidence and what's happening. And you could be in there for 2 hours listening to cases. You cannot, that's poorly suited to you. Say, stop everything in the courtroom. For 5 minutes, I have to meditate. Like, no judge ever said that. They probably would get fired if they did say that. There are many situations that could happen. You could be in the middle of childbirth. I don't know. Life is going to unfold while you're doing this. Your objective in doing the practice periods every hour, the 5 minutes, first 5 minutes of each hour, is not to change life so that life is not happening. And it's not that you're supposed to be sequestered. I can't go anywhere or do anything because every hour on the hour I have to do 5 minutes of Course in Miracles. I can't live, kids. I can't live. You're supposed to live this. That's how we get the benefit. So what the course is helping us to understand is that if you are in a situation where it's poorly suited for you to practice in that moment, don't try to catch up. However, if you have found by your discernment and your awareness and the voice for God within, you realize, oh, okay, I didn't do it because I didn't want to do it. Let me change my mind. Now, then you need to change your mind as quickly as possible. And then say, change your mind about your goal. You are unwilling to cooperate and practice in salvation only if it interferes with goals you hold more dear. So, the course, why would we be unwilling? Because you would think that we're getting all the peace, all the joy, all the happiness, all the abundance, all the freedom, all the light, salvation of the world. You're walking around happy. You're healed and you can heal. You're free and you can help others be free. Who would not want endless joy? Time no longer has an effect on you. You're no longer fighting with the people in your life. You're peaceful within yourself, which means you're peaceful with all people. No longer are you who you used to be, broke, busted, disgusted, mad, depressed, sad, whatever. You now are a different being. So why wouldn't we want that? Well, the course is telling us why we would be unwilling to be whole and holy, perfected in every way. It tells us why we would be unwilling, because it's interfering. Your ascension is actually interfering with other goals that you hold more dear. You like to be right more than you like to be ascended. Let's just call that a goal. I like being right. See, I told you. Ooh, do you know how many times I had to bite my tongue on I told you so? And sometimes I couldn't bite my tongue and blurt it out anyway. I told you that. Why? Because in that moment of I told you that was going to happen, I value being right more than I value peace. It's clear. It's clear that I hold another goal more dear than peace and joy and bliss and knowing that I'm God. And what is that value? What's that goal? That I want more than I want peace. I want to be right and I want you to be wrong. Well, that would give birth to unwillingness. You see, I'm unwilling to completely ascend. I'm unwilling to be completely healed, cancel, because it's interfering with me being ratchet when I want to. And sometimes I want to have the option to be ratchet and kick some ass. And I don't want people to get it confused and get it twisted and think I'm all ascended all the time. Because when my hood radish self comes out, I want y'all to know. Yeah, I'm spiritual and I'm hood radish. And I want to reserve that option. So you value, I'm just talking about myself and my crazy mind. So you value, we've just uncovered two goals that I hold more dear than peace and joy and bliss and happiness, and knowing that I'm God and everyone is too, being right and you were wrong. And no, I want to reserve the right to be ghetto fabulous. I want to reserve the right to be ratchet because I still feel ratchet is an option that gets me results. And because I'm getting something out of being ratchet, because y'all don't listen until a bitch go off, then I value that more than I value being Christ. We need to tell ourselves the truth. I like to tell myself the truth because I'm like, oh, damn, I do. I value the option to go ghetto and whip some ass. I want to still have that in my bag of tricks. How about I get rid of my bag of tricks? But I like it. So because I still kind of like it and I don't want to kind of all the way be ascended, I don't want to just be walking around like Buddha. Ooh, ah, I don't just want to be Christ. Come, drink life's waters. I don't want to be all the way. Then I'm going to create some situations where it seems like it's out of my control, that I can't do anything about it, that I just couldn't practice. Why? Because I need to create a camouflage for my unwillingness, because it's not really right for me to be unwilling after I've been in A Course in Miracles for 111 days. I mean, you would think that some of my unwillingness would have melted away. It's not appropriate for me to just straight up be unwilling, like, no, I don't feel like doing it. That, I know within myself that that wouldn't be acceptable. I've been on A Course in Miracles for 111 days. I'm expecting myself to change. So because I like to play a game with myself and lie to myself and not tell myself the truth, I will just invent a camouflage. Oh, I couldn't do it because I was sitting on the toilet. Bitch, do it while you're sitting on the toilet. What the fuck are you talking about? The sitting on the toilet is the perfect place to do your practice. Oh, well, the reason I really didn't do it was because I'm unwilling, because I want to be right. I want to be ratchet. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm peaceful. I'm bored. I need some drama just to make myself feel alive. I used to play all them stupid games with myself. Let it go. It's not worth it. When you withdraw the value given them, you no longer have given value to being right. You no longer have given value to reserving the right to be ratchet. You no longer have given value to, I just want to beat myself up sometimes when I don't do it right because I like feeling unworthy. When you no longer give value to that, I don't really think I'm deserving deep down inside. When you're no longer giving value to that, I like to get other people riled up when I'm riled up. I'm mad, I'm upset. That's the same. Misery loves company. Pardon me. I'm upset. And now everybody in this camp got to be upset because I'm upset. Y'all are walking around peaceful. So secretly, I say things and do things that I know cut because why y'all so happy and I'm over here suffering. No. If I'm angry, if I'm upset, everybody in this piece gonna be upset. You see, I value it. I'm just telling you some of the crazy antics I discovered in my own mind. So if you have any of those crazy antics going on as well in your mind, rest assured they're not of you. You are God. You pick them up from the mass consciousness freight train of error thoughts. That's why we say, let truth correct all errors in my mind, because these things are not the real you. You picked all this craziness up, right? Well, if we withdraw the value we have given them, allow your practice periods to be replacements for your litanies to them. We used to have litanies to them, prayers to them. We worship them. I worshiped being right. I worshiped being smart. Hi, I'm smarter than you. I know this word and you don't. Wow. You will find many, many, many goals that we hold more dear than ascension. And not only did we hold them dear, we had litanies to them, we had prayers to them, we kept them in a safe place in our consciousness. I kept in my consciousness a safe place. The need to be right, it's right here in this little box, and I whip it out when I need it. They gave you nothing, but your practicing can offer everything to you. So accept their offering and be at peace. All these replacements that we made up for the love of God, they gave you nothing. What did you get from them? They gave you nothing. The format you should use for these reviews is this: devote 5 minutes twice a day or longer, if you would prefer it, to considering the thoughts that are assigned. We have 2 thoughts assigned each day. Devote, the course says, 5 minutes twice a day. Now, one thing that I notice about the course is it is very good at revealing the part in us that just not only is unwilling, the part in us that likes to fuck shit up and not do it according to how we were told to do it. Some will say, well, I don't like 5 minutes twice a day. So I think I need more. So I'm just going to do 5 minutes, da, 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 or I'm going to do, da, 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 or I'm going to do, da, da, da. You're going to do something other than what's offered. Now, you are completely free to do anything you like. You can do anything. You're a free being. You're a free agent. All I would offer, beloved, is that you ask yourself, what in me is automatically ready to go contrary to something that I didn't even try first to see what the result would be? It's just a question. Because my ass is tricky. I need to ask myself questions that get to the truth. Read over the ideas and comments that are written down for each exercise. This is what we're going to do during these 5 minutes twice a day. And then begin to think about them while letting your mind relate them to your needs. You've got to make it personal, your seeming problems and all your concerns. That when we look at each idea, we've got to know what the idea means for us. You can't just read the idea. Yeah, I read the idea, check off the box. I did my Course in Miracles lessons. No, you didn't. Did you think about it? What does that mean? I am sustained by the love of God. What does that mean? My holiness is my salvation. What does that mean? There's nothing my holiness cannot do. What does it mean? I am as God created me. And then look at the notes. And then let your mind, it didn't say force your mind, it didn't say make your mind. It says let your mind relate the ideas to your needs, your seeming problems, and all your concerns. Take the idea around in your mind to all your needs, because really we have no needs, to all your seeming problems and all your concerns. Place the ideas within your mind and yet let it use them as it chooses. You're placing the idea in your mind and you're letting your mind do these things. Give it faith that it will use them wisely, being helped in its decisions by the one who gave the thoughts to you, the one, Source. Source gave us these ideas. So place these ideas in your mind and then let your mind, guided by Source, take these ideas around in your mind. What can you trust but what is in your mind? Have faith in these reviews. The means the Holy Spirit uses will not fail. The Holy Spirit is using your mind and it will not fail. The wisdom of your mind will come to your assistance. There is wisdom in your own mind. It will come to your assistance. Give direction at the outset. At the outset, you say, okay, take this idea, I am as God created me, and apply this to all my needs, seeming problems, and all concerns. Then lean back in quiet faith. It's called being meditative. You're not in a state of making something happen, trying to control your mind. These are pointless. Let the mind employ the thoughts you gave as they were given you for it to use. Lean back in quiet faith. Take your foot off the pedal and allow. Ooh. You have been given them in perfect trust. The ideas work given to your mind. The ideas work. They've worked, and millions of people around the world have proved that they work. And you've proven it to yourself that they work. You have been given them in perfect trust and perfect confidence that you would use them well, in perfect faith that you would see their messages and use them for yourself. You see, you've been given these ideas. And that which gave you the idea has perfect trust in you, perfect confidence in you, and perfect faith in you that you're going to use the ideas for yourself. Offer them to your mind, and that same trust and confidence and faith, it will not fail. It is the Holy Spirit's chosen means for your salvation. Since it has his trust, his means must surely merit yours as well. Please understand that you cannot fail in what you undertake, in every single exercise you undertake. It's working, even if it doesn't look like it's working, even if you don't think it's working, even if you wonder, is it working? I'm doing this every day. Is it working? We emphasize the benefits to you if you devote the first 5 minutes of the day to your reviews and also give the last 5 minutes of your waking day to them. So it gave us when we are going to practice. First 5 minutes in the morning, you waken. First 5 minutes, you're giving it to the reviews. Last 5 minutes before you go to sleep at night. You see, these are powerful times to impregnate the subconscious mind. If this cannot be done, at least try to divide them so you undertake one in the morning and the other in the hour just before you go to sleep. So if you cannot do it as soon as you arise, because maybe the baby woke you up, and if the baby's screaming and you need to scoop up the baby and nurse the baby, that would be an inappropriate time to try to practice. Because no, baby, stop screaming, because I gotta try to practice A Course in Miracles because I just woke up for 5 minutes. Like we said, this is not a religion. You're not going to get cursed if you don't do it the first 5 minutes when you wake up. Just know, is this really a situation that is poorly suited to my practice? The baby's screaming their head off. Or is this a camouflage for my unwillingness? So here I am creating situations that it seems like I cannot control. And all you do is go, okay, you just woke up, the baby's screaming. You go, you scoop up the baby, you nurse, and the baby's quiet and relaxed. Now practice. Now practice. It wasn't the exact 5 minutes as soon as you woke up, yet this is a practical way of living your life, and you must make the course practical, what it's saying. You can't be, if you're not a nun or a monk or someone living in a cave, you have a life, and we would pray that you have a very full life and that you are up to creating things and doing big things with other big people around you. And if you are living a full life, there will be moments in your very full life that are not conducive to you stopping everything for 5 minutes. You can't stop a roller coaster for 5 minutes so you can meditate. Okay, start the roller coaster again. Okay? So if you cannot devote the first 5 minutes as soon as you wake up in the morning, At least do one in the morning and the other in the hour just before you go to sleep. The exercises to be done throughout the day are equally important and perhaps of even greater value. You have been inclined to practice only at appointed times and then go on your way to other things without applying what you learn to them. As a result, you have gained little reinforcement and have not given your learning a fair chance to prove how great are its potential gifts to you. Here is another chance to use it well. So we're getting another chance. And the chance we're getting now is to allow the ideas to be reinforced and used in our life and world. It's another chance. In these reviews, pardon me, we stress the need to let your learning not lie idly by between your longer practice periods. Attempt to give your daily 2 ideas a brief but serious review each hour. So use one on the hour and the other one a half an hour later. So what it's saying is every hour, give it your attention, give it your serious review. We have 2 lessons per day that we will be reviewing. So every hour on the hour, be with one, and every half hour, be with the other. You need not give more than just a moment to each one. I promise you that works because every day, if I'm in a situation that a full 5 minutes full on, it's not where I close my eyes and I go a full 5 minutes full on every hour. If it's not conducive, I promise you, a minute, a moment, I am as God created me. It's simply that you keep it at the forefront of your mind. Repeat it and allow your mind to rest a little time in silence and in peace. It works, family. You know it works because you've been doing it. Then turn to other things, but try to keep the thought with you as you take care of kids, go to write your book, get on the plane, go here, go there. You're doing other things, but keep the thought with you and let it serve to help you keep your peace throughout the day as well. You can use the thoughts to keep your peace. If you are shaken, think of it again. So here's another way to use it. If you get shaken, use the thought. These practice periods are planned to help you form the habit of applying what you learn each day to everything you do. You're forming new habits. You are applying the course to everything you do. Do not repeat the thought and lay it down. Okay, I did it. Okay, I'm gonna lay it over here on the table. That was nice and good, but I got something to tell you. Oh no, we got to get this together. Well, I'm still harboring my grievances. That means I read the course and then I put it down. Its usefulness is limitless to you. When you work with the course in every area of your life, as I have been desirous of and attempting at varying levels of willingness for the last, I don't know, 10, 12 years, however long it's been that I've been studying the course, with varying degrees of willingness, I would be honest, sometimes zero willingness and sometimes 100% willingness, right? It waxes and wanes, it changes, and you get more and more and more willing the further and further you go. That's why we keep picking up the course every year. Well, the usefulness of the course, as you keep applying it, you will see that it's limitless to you. Limitless. The course is practical. People think it's some high holy spiritual book of ascension. It's only for esoteric thoughts. It's very esoteric and it's very exoteric as well. It's very ascensionary and enlightening, and it's very practical too. What the course is saying is get into the practice of it. Don't lay it down. Keep using it for everything. Use it for cooking your bacon. Use it for cooking your eggs. Use it for cooking your quinoa. Use it for scrubbing your floor. Use it for putting on your clothes. Use it for brushing your teeth. Use it for putting on your wig. Okay? And it is meant to serve you in all ways, all times, and places, and whenever you need help of any kind, that the course can help you with anything. Try then to take it with you in the business of the day and make it holy, worthy of God's Son, worthy of who you are, acceptable to God and to yourself, capital S self. Make it your life. Each day's review assignments will conclude with a restatement of the thought to use each hour. and the one to be applied on each half hour as well. Forget them not. This second chance, because we did the lesson, now we're going to walk around with it. We walked around with each of these lessons every single day. Now we're going to walk around with 2 lessons every day. We're going to apply it to everything. I'm drinking this water. I got my course in the water. I'm scrubbing my shower gel and my beautiful essential oils. I got the course in the essential oils, rubbing it on me. I'm burning a candle. I got the course lesson in the candle. This second chance that we now have with each of these lessons, with each of these ideas, will bring such large advances that we come from these reviews with learning gained so great, we will continue on more solid ground and with firmer steps and with stronger faith. That what you do in these practice periods is going to change the whole trajectory when you keep going now into the next set of lessons. Do not forget how little you have learned. Do not forget how much you can learn now. Do not forget your Father's need of you as you review these thoughts He gave to you. That is the introduction to the review. And now, here are our 2 ideas to review today. Lesson 111. For morning and evening review, which we'll do our first review 5 minutes coming up, as we do every morning. For a morning and evening review, lesson 91. Miracles are seen in light. Say it to yourself. Miracles are seen in light. I cannot see in darkness. Let the light of holiness and truth light up my mind, and let me see the innocence within. Let me see it, because miracles are seen in light. And if it's dark, I can't see the miracle. Number 2. Miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. I see through strength, the gift of God to me. My weakness is the dark His gift dispels by giving me His strength to take its place. That I need the strength to see the miracle too. That's what we're going to review morning and evening. Now, every hour, on the hour, simply at 10 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 noon, 1. Miracles are seen in light. Walk around with that. Miracles are seen in light. On the half hour, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Aha. And we are complete with our review of the introduction to our third review and lesson 111. And now we will practice for 5 minutes. Time starts now for our morning review. We are reviewing 2 ideas. Miracles are seen in light, and miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Meditating on the idea. 91. Miracles are seen in light. And 92. Miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Miracles are seen in light. Miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Allow the ideas to be carried through your mind to all needs, all seeming problems, and all concerns. We have concluded. We have concluded our first practice period. And our review is complete. Floor is open. Floor is open. I'm still working with this new hair that I have. I'm still working with her. I have new hair. She just came out the bag this morning, so I didn't get her the way I want her yet. So
fresh out the bag hair is the best hair.
It's the best, isn't it? The best hair ever. Oh my God, I needed some blonde in my life again. I needed some blonde. Okay, talk to us, family.
So I know you looking beautiful over there, Kaisi.
Actually, family, I'm still in Miami. I had a flight change yesterday. Oh, actually, I'm still in Miami. I had a flight change yesterday. All good. Who's sharing?
I think Toledo was sharing. I had to fix my headphones.
On love on YouTube, loves to run say, who is this beautiful blonde subbing in for Reverend Val today? Love it. Y'all know I have to do a little something. I love to change things up. Family, I want you to pay very close attention to this, family. Tomorrow, go according to the time that we put on the YouTube video in Clubhouse. It may not be at 7. Okay, family? So be on the lookout tomorrow morning for a possible time change. It's possible that it will be more like 9. We got to see with travel. Okay, family? So please be on the lookout tomorrow, family, for the exact time. Okay, we don't have the exact time yet. So be on the lookout. It will be later than 7. Okay, everyone? It will be later than 7 tomorrow. So just be flexible and on the lookout. Okay. You'll get the notification when we go live. And of course, connect so that you know when we go live. Okay. All right. Who's next?
Well, I just want to say, if you can't say amen, you better say ouch. And that was the whole thing I was feeling when you were doing an introduction and you were talking about keeping that little hood rat on the sidelines. Like, and she's always just sitting there like, come on, coach, put me in. Come on, coach, put me in. Like, I don't know if I'm just talking to myself, but it is so hard to keep that bitch on the bench. Like, it really is. So it's almost like, do we disintegrate her? What do we do? No, we just continue to meditate and incorporate the course lesson throughout the day. But I have her, she's always on the sideline and she cannot wait to jump in at any given moment. Somebody can say the sky is purple and I say no, it's blue, and she's ready to jump off the bench. Like, she's always ready to jump off the bench. So I am always seeing her off to the left and I'm always just trying to say woo 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 and keep her there. But when you were talking this morning, I'm like, ooh, she's talking to me. She talking just to me. I don't know why the rest of y'all here, because she was only talking to me this morning, and it hit me so deep, and I was just like, ooh. So thank you. I'm gonna go set my alarms for all of the angel numbers, and all the angel numbers, we're just gonna roll with it from this point forward, and just do the course all throughout the day. I'm complete.
Girl, you talking about your hood radish. I'm telling you, that is my story. I got to be right. I got to reserve the right to be ratchet. I got to be ready to lash and beat myself up when I feel like it. Like, yeah, that's my consciousness.
What's so crazy is like when you said that, I was like, oh, I hate those people that always got to say, I told you so. I hate them. They drive me crazy. I don't never say, I told you so. And as soon as I was thinking that, Spirit showed me every time I say I told you so without actually saying I told you so. So I never say I told you so. I never say that because I hate people say it to me, but I always say it energetically, and in other words, I would still somehow come around the bush with an I told you so, even though I don't just straight up say I told you so. So I had a lot of checking myself this morning. I really did.
Because the ego has to be right. And so because the ego has to be right, it's going to have to, if you have to be right, you have to make other people wrong. And if you have to make other people wrong, then you certainly have to let them know that they're wrong. And where's the peace in that? Where's the happiness? Where's the joy? Where is the joy? That's what I want to know. Thank you so much, Amir. Thank you so much, Amir. God is made gorgeous. Thank you. They love the blonde on YouTube. Yay. Yay, YouTube. Sounds of sweetness. Come on, sweetness. So true, Harmony. My neck was rolling. My lips were looking like, when she was talking about the inner hood rat. I see other people have an inner hood rat just like me. How about today we just let that bitch die? How about we just let her die? How about we just let her? She's not the real true self anyway. How about we let her die and bury her in the backyard and keep it moving? Who's next?
Well, I do want to say, like, some of us keep her around as like that badge of honor, like, oh, you don't know me, I'm spiritual and good. Oh, don't let Shantae come out. Like, we use her as like our backup, like, don't come for me. You better reroute. Like we use it as like, oh, it's kind of like this crown that is on the wrong head. So killing her, when you said kill her, I'm like, damn, I never thought to kill her. I'm really complete. So who's next?
You know what I like about that too? Something real quick to add about that is the Course said we were giving litanies to them. We were paying them honor. We were worshiping them. We were treasuring them. We were holding them dear. We treasured this goal more than we treasured the goal of being joyful. Wow. Okay, go.
Okay. Taya, that really just what you just said about the hood rat and like keeping them as a backup. Like I felt that right there, because I found myself just even doing that for me. Of even though I know I'm on a path of wanting to be like living God, like living the word, right? I always had this feeling of when I see it or whatever, that I want to have this type of backup that, hey, I can get dark if I need to. Like I can, like don't try me. And I didn't even realize that I was holding it as backup until you just said that. So that was a very profound moment for myself. So I wanted to appreciate you for that. And Kaisi, this course that you have gave today definitely put me in my place. And you actually helped me refocus on making it practical.
Yes.
And realizing if it really is a poorly situated situation, to how to distinguish the difference versus if it's just my unwillingness. Because I have unconsciously struggled with that. Like, what is happening right now? And then a lot of times I may make myself feel guilty because I didn't do it religiously. I didn't realize. So this course have shifted it tweaked it, refined it. Like when you are in the white clan, you're refined. So you literally have refined it, my way of thinking, and allowing the course to let it be practical in my everyday living. So like you, Tara, I will be setting my alarm too, and just letting let the ideas carry through my mind. So that was my share.
I love the reserve the right to go dark, because I called it reserve the right to be ratchet if I have to. I still have it. It's in my bag. I'm gonna whip it out if I need to. And you said reserve the right to go dark. I love it. I love it. And you know what I love? When we can see ourselves. We're seeing ourselves.
Sure is.
Unique is on stage. Talk to us, Unique.
Greetings, everyone. It is a pleasure to be on this powerful lesson 111. I tell you, I spent time with this, and this is the power. I could not wait to hear Rev's revelation, because it is always so insightful and so jarring. However, the time I spent this morning with the lesson myself, the revelations and the downloads that were just applying the pressure to make this an applicable practice, to actually set the period aside, came with a purpose, right? So as I was writing my notes out and gleaning from that powerful information, it's just so impacting there. I came up with a warning and it was so powerful. It says, do not forget how little you have learned. And this is the purpose. And do not forget how much you can learn now. This is the purpose. Do not forget your Father's need of you. to walk and understand that miracles are seen in the light. If I not forget that the purpose is to the Father's need of me, my purpose is the Father's need of me, that I can walk in the miracles, knowing that they're seen in the light, and that the light is the strength, and His strength is what is given unto me, as in His merit and His power. Oh,
Listen, Linda.
Just being obedient to the practice. That's all that was asked. Just be obedient to the practice. So much more you can learn. And the purpose is what do you have need of me? What do you have need of me? And I am granted the gift, and that is His strength. And He gives it to me. It dispels the darkness. I'm trying to close my heart down and be complete, but listen, I am on fire with downloads. This message is powerful and valued. Beautiful, loving the blonde. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Cannot wait to hear your take on this message. I'm talking goose pimples all over me. The power. Do not forget how much more we have to learn just by being obedient to the practice. That's I'm complete.
Come on, preach, Unique. You having church up in here. You are having church up in here. Preach it. Oh my God. Just be faithful, right?
Just be faithful. I said before my angels this morning, I'm learning to decode myself, getting with myself, getting myself together. Above all things, above all offenses, above all grievances, above all plans, above all concerns. He said, if I just play with these words, not just play with these words. Miracles are in the light. Just play with them. Just, it's like hot sauce. What's that hot sauce? I put that shit on everything. Put it on everything. Miracles are seen in the light. Put that on my baby daddy. Put that over my children. Miracles are seen in the light. Put that over my finances right now. Put this over everyone traveling to Dubai. Miracles are seen in the light. I'm just gonna put this shit on everything. I'm trying to shut it down. Real, stop.
Smear it all over everything. Smear it on baby daddy. Oh my God, smear it on baby daddy. Smear it on baby mama. Smear it on mama. Smear it on daddy. Smear it on everything. Kathy says, greetings. I love this lesson today. I had my badass ninja in the corner just waiting for me to give the command. I'm amazed at how many of us had a hood rat, badass ninja, boxer, darkness on tap. Like we just holding that shit on tap. I'm gonna whip it out. Oh, are we going there? Because you know how you ask people questions. Oh, that's how you want to roll? Because don't start none, won't be none. Oh, that's how, because you gonna start it, I'm gonna finish it. You know how you go? You know how you be real, oh, don't start none, won't be none. Because you that bitch that's gonna shut it down. You that brother that's gonna come stomping with the Timbs. Oh my God.
Big facts. And I offer to be that person to other people without them even asking them, what you need me to do? Where we going?
Oh, where we going? Oh, what?
Who you want me to call?
They say what?
No, need to sit my ass down.
Wait a minute. We all up in somebody else's lane. They said what? Oh no, do we need to roll up on somebody? We need to roll up on a bitch. No. And the brothers be like, do I need to get my Timbs? I'll be like, no, Timbs required.
I even say that knowing I don't even own no Timbs. I don't own Timbs, but I'm always offering to go get them. When I'm gonna go to the store first, let me stop at the store. I'll be right
there. Look, we ain't even got no Timbs, but we all DMX with it. Stop it. We ain't got to do all that. It's too much work anyway. It's too much work and there's no need It's no need, family. Put all your Tims away, put all your grease. You know how they, oh, it's gonna be a fight. Oh, what did they used to do? Go get the Vaseline. Oh, what? Well, no, we gonna settle it. You get your Vaseline because you know a bitch gonna try to scratch your face, right? So you go scoop it in the Vaseline, put it all over your face. This is your war paint. Your Vaseline is your war paint. Why? And then we wonder why we're unwilling to do the course. We're unwilling to do the course because we still like being ratchet. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. So let me stop worshiping at the altar of ratchetness and thinking that it's getting me results. Because I desire results that are higher. We're going to end our live stream on YouTube. And YouTube, thank you for all the shout outs with this new hair. I'm still playing with it, so I have to get it just right. She's right out the bag. So I have to get her just right. So next time you see her, I just test her out this morning and she's a hit. Apparently, I just love these blonde curls. And so, yeah, next time you see her, she'll be even better. All right, family on YouTube, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Also, remember, watch tomorrow for the exact time of the live stream. It will not be at 7 a.m. likely. It will be a little later. So watch for the time. You got to be on your toes a little bit tomorrow morning, okay? Flexibility for everyone's travel schedule. Also, remember tonight, if you are in Ascension, we have Bitcoin class tonight. And we have a special, yummy, deliciousness for you. And there are a couple of announcements that we have for you tonight if you are in Ascension. If you're not in Ascension, what you're doing with your life? Because if you're in Ascension and you were beginning with us in Ascension, that's how when we roll out our NFT, that's how you actually get early access to the NFT. But when you join Ascension and continue as members of Ascension. So we're going to an NFT and it's gonna be fire. Don't play. Don't play with yourself and don't play with your wealth. All right, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Love tubers. All right, Clubhouse.